So everyone, like before, uh, go to view, display, UCS icon, unselect origin. Then right click on OSNAP settings, under object snap, click select all, then OK. And then you will go to format, drawing limits, specify lower corner. So let's say 0 inch, comma, okay. So we have to, there are some errors. So we need to define first the units, drawing units. So drawing units should be architectural, precision is 0.14, and units to scale inserted quantity is inches, okay. Then we will go to drawing limits, reset model space limit, specify lower left corner, that is 0 feet, comma, 0 feet, enter. And now they're asking for specifying upper right corner, that is 200 feet, comma, 200 feet, enter. Okay, so we have set our dimension for the window. Now this is the lab sheet for experiment 2. So have you opened the lab sheet? So today we will actually draw this diagram. So this would be actually your assignment. I will not draw the whole diagram. I will draw a small portion of it. Let's say I will draw only the let's say only the kitchen and the living and dining space, and the rest and you will draw the whole floor plan in your assignment. So first we'll draw a rectangle. Before drawing rectangle, you need to click ortho, as we want to move only orthogonal directions, 90-degree directions. Now let's say we specify the first point is this, and we specify the, wait, let's say this is 12 feet, and actually you can type those who are facing the zoom problem. I have found a solution that is also given in your lab sheet. You can type plan, then enter, plan, then enter, then world. Okay. And another one is go to zoom, then zoom extents. Now I will draw 15 inch. Still having the zooming problem. Now it's gone. So whenever you face the zoom problem, you write in command line plan and then enter and then type world. Okay, then it will go away. And again, we are trying to draw a rectangle. 12 feet, then 15 feet, then 38 feet, then 15 feet, then okay. Now I will draw parallel lines. So for drawing parallel lines, we know how to draw it. O, enter, and 10 inch, enter, select object. This one is one object. Now I will join these lines, okay? So we'll go to line and then we'll select this square point, end point, and then you will go here and you can see there is a dot dot arc, right? Then you will go to right side and here you can see we have got another square point, but you will not click any, you will not click your cursor. Now you will go to left. If you go to left, you will see a dot dot line appears, right? Then left click your cursor. And now you will again get this square yellow symbol. Then you will again click left click on your cursor and escape. That's it. Did you understand what I did here? I'm doing again for this one. So what I'm doing, specify the first point. So this is the end line, end point. So I'm selecting it by left clicking on the cursor. Then I'm going to the right. Then I'm going below. Now, as I'm getting the yellow symbol, yellow square symbol, if I go up, you can see a dotted line has come, right? Find the dotted line. When you can see the dotted line, left click on your cursor, and again when you can move your cursor, and again when you can see the yellow square, left click on your cursor. That's it. It's still a little bit tough, but I think once you get it, you can understand. What is happening? Just not being able to detect. Okay. Now again, click O, enter, and then type 6 inch, enter, and we want to draw a parallel line to this object to the right. Okay. Now we want to trim this overlaps, this portion. So TR, double enter, then click this part and click on this portion. Okay, that's it. So we have drawn a rectangular shape and like we did in our previous class, but now we will learn totally new things. Here you can see this button. Can everyone see this button, layer properties manager?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on this layer properties manager, left click on this layer properties manager. Then you can see there are 3 more buttons. One is new layer, another is delete layer, another is set current layer. So now we want to create new layer. So click on new layer. Okay, now we will set this new layer as current layer. So click on set current layer and double click on layer 1 to rename this layer. Okay, what is happening? Let's set this, we set this layer name doors as in your lab sheet. Then we need to change the color, because in each layer we will use different colors. Okay. Have you used Adobe Photoshop? Anyone? Have any one of you used Adobe Photoshop, or are you familiar with Adobe Photoshop? In Adobe Photoshop, we also create layers, right? So in color, type magenta. You can set any color. I'm just using magenta. Okay. So we have created a door layer, and now we want to create another layer, which is Windows layer. So again, we will click on new layer, and then we'll set it current layer, and then we will double click it to rename to Windows. Enter, and then we'll set the color to 30. 30 is orange. And again, new layer, set current layer, rename the layer as hatches. Are you able to follow me? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then type green. Okay. And we have created how many layers here? 3 more layers, right? Doors, windows, and hatches. 0 is our original layer, in which layer we have drawn the rectangle. And now we will create another layer, that current layer, and double click it, rename it as blocks. You can also, every step is given in the lab sheet. You can also follow the lab sheet if you cannot follow me. Blocks, and then we can set the color, just type cyan. Okay, and again new layer, set current layer, then double click, we'll rename it as text. We'll set the color to 8. New layer, current layer, double click, dimensions. We'll set the color to 9. Okay. So we have created 6 more layers apart from our original layer. Okay. Now we will go to the door layer, that is this layer. So what you will do, you will come to the layers drop down menu and select door. So now we are in the door layer. Now we will draw a door. We all know how to draw a door. So I'm drawing this very quickly. So the first point I have selected it. So we go to 3 inch, then 6 inch, then 3 inch, then 6 inch, then 3 feet, 3 inch, 3 feet, 3 inch, skip. Okay, now we want to draw a line of 3 inch, sorry, 3 feet. Okay, now we want to copy these 4 lines. Specify first point. So we want to move the 4 lines by this point. So when we will see the yellow square, where is the yellow square? Left click on cursor, What happened? Sorry, it didn't work. I'm doing it again. Enter. We'll use this point as base point. Now there we'll find another yellow box. Yes, that's it. Now we'll delete this part. You all know this thing. We have taught you this thing in the first class. Okay, so this is our door. Now we will copy this door by selecting it and pressing clicking Ctrl+C and then Ctrl+V and pressing it here. Now we will delete these 4 lines. Click delete. Okay, now we will mirror this door to the left side. We also know how to do it, right? So click on mirror. Now select all the objects, select enter. Now we need to specify the base point, which is this point. Type N, click enter. Okay. You can also see from your lab sheet there are 2 types of doors. This is door 1 and this is door 2. So now we will make these doors as blocks. Make block door 1. Okay. Click enter. Pick point. This is the pick point. Okay. And again, make block door 2. This is the object. Pick enter. Pick point. Let's say this is the pick point. Okay. Now, even if we delete this doors, it doesn't matter because we will always get this at insert block option, right? Now, the second thing is we will go to Windows layer. So let's go to Windows layer and we will now draw window. So for drawing window, specify the first point here and let's say 5 feet. Then we go down 6 inch. Then left 5 feet and above 6 inch. Escape. Okay. Now click O, click enter. We want the offset distance is, let's say, 1 inch. Click enter. Select the object here. Okay. Now we want to draw a vertical line at the middle of this window. So how can we do it? Select line and move your cursor until you get the triangular symbol. You can see we have already got the triangular symbol, and the triangle symbol is also known as the midpoint. So you can see this is the midpoint. Click on escape. So this is our window 1. And there are also another window, that is big window. So again, that's a 6 feet, then 10 inch, then 6 feet left, then 10 inch above. Okay, then escape. Then click O. Let's say we want to offset distance. We want to set offset distance 2 inch. Click enter. So select object, this object here, this object here. Okay. Click on escape. Again, we want to draw a vertical line at the midpoint. So move your cursor until you get the triangular sign and then join this to point. Click escape, that's it. So now we want to make these objects a block. So what will we do? Make block. There is also a shortcut of block. You need to just type B and click enter. Okay. So let's say this is window one, enter, pick point. Let's say our pick point is this point. Okay. Let's say this is window 2. So B, enter, window 2, select object, click enter, pick point. Let's say we also set here as the midpoint X pick point. Now you can also delete these windows from this layer because they are available in the insert block option.
Please, miss.
You want to say something?
And why do we need to select the pick point at the middle point? Couldn't we take the first point?
You can use any point as peak point. Peak point is basically the point by which you will move the object. So it is your wish. I have used the midpoint as peak point because I find it easy. And sometimes you will see that I select the end point as peak point. So whatever you find easy to draw, okay? Easy to use.
Okay, miss.
Okay, now doors and windows are finished now. Now let's go to your lab sheet. Let's say where we are now. We have done one. We have done two. Have we done two? Yes, we have done it, right? Architectural, yes, we have done it. So 2 and 3 is done. 4, no, you will do it in your assignment. I'm not going to do it. I'm doing just this portion. So we have created these layers and we have already drawn doors and windows. We have already created blocks, and so we are in page 6 now, right? Okay, so page 6. Okay, now we will insert the windows and doors in our design. So how we can do that? Let's say we will go to the doors and let's say insert block. Insert block door 2. So this is door 2. Okay, then let's say we want to put door 2 here. Okay, so what you will do is you will zoom up. You will zoom it until you find an alignment. When you will find an alignment, you will see the color becomes green. When the color becomes green, that means it is perfect alignment, and you will click left on your cursor. Okay, that's it. So we have put one door and we need to put another door here. So insert.
Please, miss.
Okay, what?
Madam.
I'm listening.
Yes, when I try to place the door at the center, maybe where you place it, it is going to the corner of the rectangle.
It is going here.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's sad. Did you zoom?
Yes, I zoomed and I placed it there. So the nearest point is going to the corner, either the left corner or the right corner.
Okay. I have not faced this option. So what you can do is, uh, uh, can you deselect endpoint? Just deselect endpoint and try again. Okay.
Okay, miss, I'll try it.
Deselect endpoint and try again and let me know if there is any problem.
Okay, so how can I find that window that is?
Or snap, right click settings, and under object snap, you can find endpoint.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if this is the exact solution because I have not faced this problem before.
Okay, I'll try it, and at the end of the class, I'll see.
Okay. So we'll insert another door 1, and this is door 1. So as you can see from your lab sheet, we need to rotate this door 1, right? So we'll go to here, you can see the rotate option. So you will select the rotate option and then you will select the object and click enter, and you need to specify a base point. Let's say this is our base point, and then done. Okay. Now we want to move this door from here to here. So we also know this how to do. Move, select the object, click enter, specify base point. Let's say this is the base point. Let's say we want to put it here. You can unselect the ortho if you cannot see the, the object. If you're unable to see the object, you can unselect ortho and you will perfectly see the object. You can see I've got the green line, then left click on your cursor. That's it. Okay. So we have put the doors here. Now we need to trim this extra part. So TR, double click enter. Sometimes you will see that after trimming, some lines disappear. So you need to redraw those lines. So I'm redrawing these lines. So I can select ortho, otherwise it is difficult. But if you need to redraw these lines, you need to go in layer 0, right? Because the original rectangle is in layer 0. So this point, this point. So you understand why there are so many marks in the project, because you need to do a lot of things. And this is just the simplest floor plan. And now we will insert the, let's say we'll insert 3 doors, one here, and one here. So insert block door 1, okay. Now we need to mirror it, right? As you can see from your lab sheet. So select the object, click enter, specify the base point, descend. It is the source of that, yes. Enter, okay. Now what you will do, you will click the object, CTRL C and CTRL V. Now let's say we want to put it here. Just CTRL, CTRL, be nothing else. If you are not being able to follow me, it is okay. I'm doing really fast because it is long experiment. Okay. Now we need to trim these options again. TR, double click, then trim. Actually, in your assignment, this middle wall is actually a 6-inch width. Okay, 6 inch, and this is 10 inch. This is 10-inch wide, and this is 6-inch wide. And we, as we know, our door is also 6-inch. This thing is also 6-inch height, right? This length is 6 inch, right? So that is why in your lab sheet it matches perfectly with the middle wall. But in AutoCAD, as you know, this is 10-inch wide in my drawing, so it is not perfectly matching. But in your assignment, it will perfectly match. So those who will not be able to perfectly match it, I will understand that they could not do it properly. Okay. Or I can do another thing. I can make it. I can delete it and I can draw another line. But we need to go in which layer? 0 layer, right? Did you understand what I said? Is everyone
Yes,
sleeping?
miss.
Okay. I will take the attendance at the end of the class. So do not disappear. Okay, done. Now it has perfectly matched, right? So in your assignment also, the middle wall thickness will be 6 inch. Now we will insert windows. So here you can see there are different, there are lights, right? So by clicking on the lights, you can turn off a layer. So if I click on this light, you can see the doors disappeared because I turned off that layer. But if I want to turn on this again, you will click on that and this will appear again. Now we will go to Windows layer and we will insert windows. Let's say Windows. Okay. Let's say we want to like this secure V. We want to put one window here. You can see when it perfectly matches with the background black color, the orange color becomes blue. Again, CTRL plus V. Let's say we want to give a window here. Not here. It's okay. No, we don't want to give in a window. Let's rotate it. You need to specify base point. And we have rotated it. Again, click on this object, CTRL plus C and CTRL plus V. Place it. Let's say we want to place it here. Now what we need to do, we need to zoom and left click on cursor. That's it. Okay. Now if you want to move this window, if it is not positioned correctly, then you can go to the move option, then you can select it, then click enter, then need to specify base point. Let's say this is the base point, and you can see I can move the object, right? Let's say we want to put it here. Okay. Now we will insert the big windows. So you can delete it. Insert block window 2. Okay. Now click it, CTRL C and then CTRL V. Let's say we want to put it here. So we'll zoom maybe. You can see we have got blue lights. So left click on your cursor. Now you need to rotate this. So click on rotate, select this object, enter. Let's say this is the base point. Now click on this object, CTRL plus C, now CTRL V. Let's say we want to put this object here. We have got blue lines. So left click on your cursor. Should have been in the middle. So we need to move it. But before that, let's put it in here. Looks like it is in the middle, right? Okay. So it doesn't look like it is in the middle. So you can go here, select this object, click enter. Let's say this is the base point. And it here. Okay. It's perfectly in the middle point. Now we have inserted windows and doors in our rooms. Now you can go to, let's see in which stage we are. So we have done this stage, right? This step. Now we will go to the next step. Next step is hatches. So hatches means you want to make these walls a different color. Okay, like here these are green because we have set the color of hatches layer to green. So here you can see the hatches option. So click on this. Okay, before that you need to go to hatches layer, then hatch, then from the hatch and gradient menu you need to go to add peak points. Okay, then you will put your cursor in the middle of the walls and click left click on the cursor. You can see it will become dot line. Solid lines will become dot lines. You can see where I am putting the cursor inside the walls. Okay, it is giving an error. So many of you will find an error that valid boundary not found. Click on OK. So from this side, if you go from this side, they will show some error. So try from the another side. So if you again find this error, just delete the wall portion and redraw it and try to draw the hatch layer. Okay. Now all the walls have turned from solid line to dot line, then click enter, and then press OK. See, now we want to write something like this is the living room. So how can we do it? You will go to the text layer, and then you will go to the text style, left click on the text style, and you will select simplex.shx. Find out simplex, this one, simplex.shx, and um, what would be the height of the text? Let's say 1 inch, sorry, 1 feet. Then click apply, close. Now you will go to the, as we are in the text layer, you will go to the multi-line text editor. Okay, multi-line text tool. Click on the multi-line text tool, then draw a rectangle inside which you will type. So let's say inside this you will type. So living and dining space. Okay. Now if you want to move this, you can, we know how to move this. Click on move, select this object, click enter, and then you need to specify base point. Then after that you can see, you can move the text. If you unselect ortho, you can move the text in any direction. So we want to put it here. Okay. Now we will again draw a line and write kitchen here. Okay. Click on ortho again. Now let's see in which step we are. We have done hatch step, then we have done text style, we have inserted text, then we are in the last step, almost in the last step, that is adding dimensions. We also know how to add dimensions. We have done it in the first class, right? So I'm redoing it. So what you need to do is you need to go to format, then dimension style. We will not modify the standard dimension style. We will create one new. So click on new and let's name it. You can name it, and you can give it any name. Let's name it DIM, dime. Okay. Then press continue. Then you can see here, you can set, you will see set here architectural tick. So it will also set architectural tick automatically. Then we will select this thing, click on backspace, and you will write 2 space half int. Okay, everything is right here, and then you will go to primary units. We know this is actually architectural and precision is 0.1/4, and I think that's it. You need to go feet, and we want to use overall scale of, let's say, 5. You can see after we get 5, these things get smaller. Again, if we do 1, you can see these things get bigger, but we don't want this much big dimension, so we'll set here 5. Okay, then primary units done, feet done, symbols and arrows done. Then click on OK, then set current, then close. Now we want to see what are the dimensions. So what you need to do, you need to go to the dimension layer, so this layer, and you need to go to dimension, select linear dimension. You need to select 2 points. Okay, so okay, for seeing dimensions, let's say we don't want the hatches, layer now. So turn off the hatches layer. Now we will, because it is easier to give dimensions, keeping the hatches layer off. So this is the first point, and this is the, let's say, this is the second point, and this is 38 feet. We already know this is 38, right? And again, dimension linear, this point, 11 feet 6 inch, dimension linear, this point, 15 feet, as it is shown, it has been shown here that this is 15 feet. We don't need to do it again in this side. So let's say in which step we are. So we have done the dimension step, and then we will save the layout. How can we save the layout? I have taught you an option how to save the layout in PDF form in the first class, right? But there is another way you can save your drawing in layout form. How can you do it? You will go to layout 1, and then you can see that there is already a drawing. So you will put your cursor on this rectangle. You can see the rectangle. If I put my cursor on this rectangle, it becomes dotted, right? So left click on it and click delete. Don't get scared. It is here in the model, but in layout 1 we have deleted it. Now we will right click on layout 1. We'll go to page setup manager, and then you will go to let's say we'll go to, you can modify the existing one, or you can also create new. Let's modify the existing one, and we know we set it DWG to pdf.pc3. This is monochrome.ctp. That is, we don't want a lot of colors. We want only black. But before that, wait. Before that, we want our hatch layer back. Otherwise, if we print it, the hatch layer will disappear. So I'm redoing it. So now we can see all the layers. All the layers are on here. So you can also right click on model here, click on new layout. The layout 1 will reappear, and again put your cursor on the rectangle, click delete, then right click on page setup manager. 1 second. Then you will go to modify, then you will select it dwg.pdf.pc3 monochrome.ctp. Monochrome.ctp means all the colors will come in black and white. Okay, we want to set it ISO A3420 by 297. Layout is set. That's it. Okay, so now you will go to view, then you will go to viewport 1. Then you need to specify a rectangle. In that rectangle, the layout will reappear. So I am drawing the rectangle. Left click it. You can see the layout has reappeared. Now press Ctrl plus P, Control P. Then press OK. Then let's say this is class 2 sample 1. Sample 1. Okay. Where I have saved it. Okay, let's save it again. Okay. I want to save it in, oh, this is in documents class 2 sample 1. Documents class 2 sample 1. Okay. Go to documents class 2 sample 1. So your PDF will be inside a rectangle, and this is our, as you can see, all the layers are in only black and white. So that is our lab 2. Is there any question from your side? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Has everyone got asleep? Okay. Now I'm going to call the rules. 101. 101 absent.
No, ma'am, miss, present, miss. It took me some time to upload.
Response quickly, okay?
Okay.
103. 103 absent. 105.
Yes, miss.
107. 107 absent.
Miss
103.
103 present. Hello.
Okay.
103 present.
107. 107. 107 absent. 109. 109 absent. 111.
Yes, ma'am, present.
113.
Yes, ma'am.
115. 115 absent. 117.
Present, miss.
119.
Yes, ma'am.
121.
Present, ma'am.
123. 123 absent. 125. 125 absent. 127. Oh, 125. I can see 125. Masoom Mushfiq History. Okay, 125 is present. 127. 127 absent. So most of you are absent. So I have taken the class. 129.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, there are many IDs who are currently not in IoT. Like this roles doesn't exist. 109, 115.
Okay. Okay. 127, 129, 9. 131,
Present, ma'am.
133. 133 absent. 137,
Present, miss.
141,
Yes, ma'am.
145, 147,
Present, ma'am.
149, 149 absent. 151.
151 is present.
Where is 151? I cannot see 151 here. 153,
Present, ma'am.
155,
Present, ma'am.
157.
Present, miss.
Okay. So basically,
Ma'am,
from day one,
107. I was disconnected for a while.
you were disconnected for a while, or were you present the whole time?
Yes, ma'am. You can see that. In Zoom, you can see everything.
Okay. 107 is present. Okay. So absent is basically absent.
151 present.
Hmm,
Hello, ma'am.
120. Wait. 133 is absent. 149 is absent. 151 is absent. These three are absent from
Ma'am, 133 is present, ma'am.
133.
151 is present, miss. His ID is Kabir.
Okay. So
I don't
151
know what's happened with this.
Hello, ma'am.
and 133 is present. Okay. So only absent is 149. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, can you mark me present? I didn't attend that of yesterday from A2.
A2. What is your ID? Write your ID in the chat box.
156. I text you directly.
You texted me directly?
Yeah. Can you see?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So only 149 is absent in A1. I'm going to C1. C1 102. Sorry, not C1.
Ma'am, are you going to upload the lecture video of this?
Oh, you have talked it.
Yes, boys.
Let me stop the recording.
Okay.